Hi, welcome to Top Line. I'm Olivier Knox with Yahoo News. Joining me is Jeff Zeleny of ABC News. And our guests today are two members of Congress who are talking about pot legalization. Congressman Jared Polis of Colorado, Earl Blumenauer of Oregon. Welcome to the program.
Great to be here.
So let's start off sort of easily here. What is it that you guys are trying to do?
I think it's safe to say we're trying to rationalize federal drug policy. For years, the federal government has sort of been behind the curve as states have moved ahead. States moved ahead with decriminalization, with medical marijuana, and now Colorado and Washington with legalization. We're spending too much money on enforcement for something that most Americans think should be legal, and we're losing revenue. And we're going to create a federal train wreck if we don't fix it.
Colorado voters and Washington voters agreed, as do I, that the proper policy with regard to marijuana should be to regulate it rather than ban it. So look at it like other unhealthy controlled substances. Alcohol isn't good for you, tobacco is not good for you, marijuana is not good for you. But fundamentally, there's personal freedom and personal responsibility in this country.
What about the law enforcement argument or the parental argument that says, look, this is a gateway drug, perhaps. You legalize marijuana, what's next?
Talk about gateway drugs. Let's look at tobacco. This is actually a red herring. Right now, I have not been in any community where people think that junior high students can't get marijuana right now. If we legalize and regulate and we concentrate our energies on a policy that makes sense, we end the hypocrisy and we focus on making sure that it's not in the hands of kids.
The corner drug dealer doesn't care if they're selling to a 14-year-old or a 16-year-old, but when you have a legal regulated business, the liquor store is an example, they're held accountable to the standards of the law and they will lose their license the minute they sell to someone under the age of 21.
So legalizing marijuana, or making it possible to legalize marijuana, and then taxing it at the federal level. Have you guys basically just found a way to make the deficit go up in smoke?
Well,
nice metaphor.
Suffice it to say that we are probably looking at $100 billion swing, moving away from billions of dollars spent in enforcement and incarceration, and billions of dollars to be gained by actually taxing it.
Obviously, Republicans control the House of Representatives. Would you need a coalition of perhaps some libertarian thinkers to pass this?
Well, absolutely. In fact, Jared and I worked in previous Congresses with Barney Frank and Ron Paul, kind of a legislative odd couple. There are a number of Republicans who share this notion. First of all, it's states' rights. And there is a notion of personal freedom and the cost effectiveness.
One thing that's happened in the short time that I've been in Congress is you've seen a big shift on the Democratic side. What used to be a fringe position on the Democratic side has become very acceptable, very mainstream.
Yes! We've also got states like Colorado and Washington that have voted to legalize, and there are a number of Republicans that I think...
But those are two states, and Ron Paul's not here, so who's the new Ron Paul?
Well, I would also point out...
Is there a new Ron Paul?
Well, there's a number of libertarian Republicans in the House. There is a small libertarian core on that side that is at least open to this discussion.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us on Top Line. I'm Olivier Knox of Yahoo News, at @OKnox on Twitter. My co-host, Jeff Zeleny, at Jeff Zeleny. And our guests, Congressman Blumenauer, at Rep. Blumenauer, and Congressman Polis, at Jared Polis. Thanks for watching.